Boogie said Y-O-U-T-U.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all are having a great Thursday. One more day until the weekend. That's exciting. Vice Reinhardt incoming. I know, Felix. Welcome to the stream, man. So the plan for today is to quickly run through CC and then hop into all the news that's been dropped in the past 72 hours, which is a lot. It's actually insane. Like, we haven't seen this much news. Odd. What are we talking about, Felix? Is there something up with the stream? Should be fine. Is the stream good? Buffering a bit? Interesting.
チクタク時計逃げてった。ボーンとぶつかる大画面。画面の端にはナビゲーター。ナビゲーターの後ろ、いるのは誰?
Okay. Yeah. Everything should be fine now. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm not sure. I was having trouble starting the stream up originally. If you guys saw like a random new 1 year discussion thing over the original I had planned yesterday. I had trouble starting it up with my regular wireless Wi-Fi, so I had to plug in the Ethernet. So should be good now. like I said, we're gonna run through CC real quick and then go over all of the exciting news for the anniversary. It's quite a lot to go through. Hey Song, what's up? Peter, nice to see you too. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday. And the amount of news that has been released so far on their Twitter has me thinking, is the anniversary starting June 2nd, immediately after these banners leave? Oh, I already cleared my dailies. Oh, okay. Professional streamer chat, professional streamer. Sorry about that. Let's go through CC, not waste your guys' time. So we have plenty of stuff to go over. Let's see, how much did I drop down to? 117, not bad. Oh, what's this one? For all the new people just joining the stream, welcome. We're just going to run through CC real quick, and then we'll discuss all the anniversary news that has been released in the past 72 hours. So that's a sniper, right? I can pull her. Pretty sure I can pull her. There's a single tile boss, actually. Might want to use Giles. Go. Maggie, and who else? EC. 1929, 2389, 24. So I don't think we need you. I think we'll do one more damage. Wearing Sinsa. Yeah. That's good. For those of you who have already attempted the CC, how's it been for you? Easy? Difficult? What are we looking at? Yeah, turn it back on. Okay, you're gonna summon two things, right? Okay, let's just wait for you to come. Haven't done it. Don't think I really get anything from it, given my account is very new. Yeah, it does take a while to get enough units to actually get your damage up so you can unlock more teams to get higher rewards. Pretty annoying boss. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell. I already don't like single tile bosses, but this one in particular is just annoying. Almost finished upgrading Colossus almost finished upgrading Colossus. Slowly working on my Thunder team to replace my main. Oh, who's your main? So account has sadly been in not so fun farm mode. It's good. It's really fast in this. Okay. Oh, your main is water? Oh, okay. And to be honest, that's not a bad team. What's up, Zero? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday. I mean, water was my first main team before I started branching out and leveling up and such. You hate the CC boss. I don't have any converters in your water team. I have a ton in Thunder and lots more DPS. Ah, I see. So the game, for everybody, the game caters highly towards water team because they give you Zoya. You start off with Device and such. So I can understand it takes a while to switch your main over to another element. I actually have a lot in all the others, but water. I see. I use Giles as well on my first team, but those stupid summons keep eating his chain. I see. Okay. I still don't have Sariel. Ripperoni. I think Sariel is the only one I don't have BT3. All the other ones have at least one dupe. Me neither. I really want her in Tentacle Boy. Klecken and Foss were like the two Fortile converters that I was missing for the longest. That's a really good water converter, right? Yep, Klecken. Well, better than Miss Blanc, I guess. I wish they didn't start you with Miss Blanc, or at least make her work like others where she converts nearby tiles, not just across. Yeah. That would be very beneficial. Can I? Nope. I like her design, hate her kit. Miss Blanc did carry me though. Carried me a lot early game before I got Klecken. And you know, before Bethlehem came out and all that. I still use her for a scuff water scene in CC. Understandable. Use what you got. Nothing bad about that. What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's the Mirage. None of you have... Okay, no, Sinza has Lightning as his secondary. If I stop here, I can stop here and grab it too. So I'm assuming the high score is... There's two thresholds for either multi-tile boss or single-tile bosses. The multi-tile boss is like 3 million. What's the single-tile one? It's like 1.5. 1.5. Yeah, okay. Like
頼むぜ兄弟たち。
Frostfire?
思ってもいなかった。
Nah, okay.
この作戦を練ろう。
What's your thoughts on the Barton altar? We'll dive into that after we finish this.
お任せください。
But first impressions is wow, we're already at the stage. That's kind of wild. I took a long break from Arknights before they introduced altars, so I'm not sure how the system was introduced and how it's held up since. I think from what I know, they released an altar version during their half anniversaries and annual anniversaries. So yeah, I haven't played a game with altars yet. Well, the general consensus is, at least in Arknights' concern, altars are basically beefed up better versions of their original, but also fulfill a different role. Like the most common or most popular, I think, is the Chen altar from Arknights. So Chen is a regular guard, but her altar form turns her into an AoE sniper. You love altars in Epic 7? Oh, I didn't know Epic 7 had altars. What am I trying to do here? 60, 21. That preemptive's gonna be pretty trash. We'll bring Brock instead. Perfect. Alter, same unit, but different element. It has personality, etc. Yeah, basically. Also higher rarity as well. So Vice Alter could very much be a 6-star to her 5-star variant. I would hope the frequency of altar releases are around around 6 months to a year, basically half anniversaries and yearly anniversaries. Oh, I can't pull. Oh no, I can. Well, that did not help me out in the least. Okay. Don't mind fast rollouts so long as they're fun, not just like costume changes, unless it's summer versions. Ooh. Or maybe like fantasy, or what's it called? Fantasy AU, Fantasy Alter Universe, I think. That's really popular in the East. Where you can see your favorite characters in mythical and medieval settings with dragons, swords, and capes and all that. Although maybe not capes, since every character pretty much has a cape. once you A3 them. As Arcanines do it in Epic 7, they're essentially units from different world set universes, like isekai versions that come from completely different dimensions. Nah, I don't think they are like that. Pretty sure it's like a random seasonal event or side story that fits in the already established universe, and that version just happened to wield a sword instead of a shotgun, probably, you know. Like I said, with Chen Alter, she's usually holding a sword, but her alter version is holding two water guns for AoE sniping. So just costume-ish version. Yeah, basically. Could also change their class as well. Like the most recent one was Neural Alter from the Near Light event in Arknights. Neural, who is a healing defender, her 6-star Alter variant turns her into a guard. That's cool. I don't have any snipers, do I? Yeah, that's really nice. I was really hoping we would get a bad guy playable character, Helios or Schumer or Forsaken. Hey, I mean, who knows? There might be a part 2 to the anniversary, and that could very well be something. And it would definitely work with those 3, specifically because they used to be Aurorians before they turned evil, right? Okay. Let's just get out of that range. Good Forsaken, or just release their Aurorians, release their release Helios before he turned bad, release Denyer before she became Forsaken, and then release Schumer before she turned. But I don't know how much of value Schumer would have been because she kept failing her Colossus tests. But what am I talking about? Schumer was a Calistite. I'm sorry. She was a Calistite before she turned evil. So she wouldn't fit that. I would say she would have less of a chance of becoming a playable unit versus the other 2. I loved what Helios looked like for the 1-tile boss fight. Oh yeah, the 2x1. Jeez, that was crap. Is that glistening or just regular diamond? Just regular diamond. Okay. But hey, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Should I keep running scuffed fire teams? I don't have any more damage dealers, to be honest. Frostfire and Leona, probably.
恨みに立ち向かう。いいえ、私一人で十分。私には近づかないでね。マジで消してやる。
行くぞ小僧ども。
Barton, Beth, Regal. Only that phrase works in Alchemy Stars right there. Surround and pound. Okay, sure. I feel like water is the most flexible. Like you basically have everything you need in water. I don't need Phyllishy, but
よし、狩りの支度だ。
ほどほどに参ろう。
I'm gonna use Ruby instead of Barton though for the so she can keep taking out the random ads she spawns. I probably want to heal her. 23, 24, 27, 36. I am bringing Phyllishy, so I don't really need Sharona for the teleporting. Probably Azur. You're 31. He's 35. It's okay. The first turn we get off, we'll have full blue tiles to work with. That's fine. I know y'all play other games than Alchemy Stars, but like, have you noticed there's so many anniversaries happening around the summer? It's actually insane. Like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles having their, or the global version is having their 7th year anniversary. There's a good release window. Yeah. I guess it's different from like AAA console games, because those usually release in the fall, right? Fall holiday season. BGR is having first anniversary for global. I did not even know that. Well, along with that, My Hero Ultra Impact, if you guys know about that game, that's also celebrating the JP release's 1-year anniversary as well. And then there's been a ton of closed beta tests. Not ton. What was it? Honkai Star Rail. It's having their CP2 going on right now. Sag, I wasn't able to get in. So that's a bummer. Disgaea 6 is next month. I think DNF stuff also next month. Bunch of other stuff next month. ZZZ next month. Honkai Star Rail right now. Oh, ZZZ's having their closed beta test next month. Wonderful. The 30th of this month or the 30th of June? Didn't pay too much attention, but that's probably the last MiHoYo game I'll try since they're kind of a bad as a company. Yeah, the games are, I say they make good games. It's the reception, like how good are they at listening to their community, their player base. If I'm going in on another turn-based game, it's probably going to be Reverse 1999 and not Star Rail. I heard about the game, but haven't really heard, not really that knowledgeable in it. X7 has insane pricing, but even they're generous by comparison. Really? Star looks good. Looks more of a single player game, to be honest. Oh yeah. It's not truly open world. It's turn-based RPG. So a lot smaller in scope than Genshin, but it also fits that niche for turn-based RPGs. That definitely caters to some folks. Why did Epic 7 get reviewed bombed? I honestly couldn't tell you, Zach. And also, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday. That's hilarious. I'm doing better on this team than my scuffed fire team. People have compared it to Epic 7 and seem to be hoping it's a PvP gacha like Epic 7, but yeah, don't think it's that at all. But you don't think it's that at all. Nothing in the mechanics and skills. Right. Isn't it usually for turn-based RPGs to have 3 skills and an ultimate versus, or no, not 3, 2 skills and an ultimate versus just 1? I think I heard somebody say that. That's because they dropped the unit that ruined the meta. As in becoming pay to win, or something else. And we're generous. So they dropped an OP unit for free. Surround pound. Usually it's 3. One is an ultimate, one is normal, and in the middle is either a passive or active, but each game does differently. Nah, they made a few boo-boos. The short version is they had Slime collab and Rimaru is too insane. He's anime accurate OP. Actually, I haven't seen the Slime anime, but I'll take your word for it. Then they dropped a hot leg girl, and didn't realize that the unit they didn't give crit stat to was very, very deceptively strong. Interesting. Okay. Are we in top 1,000 yet? Alright, we reached legendary 203. That's actually What is even my score? 1.5. I barely scratched Paragon and I'm already 200. That's maybe because it's the first day of reset. I'll probably drop down a whole lot lower, but that's enough CC. That is enough CC.
なんで毎日そんなにせかせかしてるのさ。はあ、つまんない。それより僕の動揺を聞いてよ。
All right. Time to go over, or all right, it's time to move to the next section of this stream. We're gonna discuss all the juicy information around the 1-year anniversary that they've released so far. All right, you guys see my screen? All right, hold on. All right. Okay. You can see it? Yeah? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. All right, cool. So, the past 3 days, they have released a ton of information. We have content, which is very first one, a brief overview of what's to come and new main story. That is confirmed to be episodes 11 and 12, so 2 whole chapters after episode 10, or technically after the interlude. A new system that is most likely going to be the home system. New characters. We've already figured out what these 3 silhouettes are. We have Reinhardt in the middle, Vice Alter on her right, and Barton Alter on her left. And who knew it would be these 2 characters that were in the same photo as Reinhardt, right? Next up, we have the Bingo Bonanza, and that also includes a bunch of goodies. We have Muse d'Astra, probably another art and media contest coming soon. Then we have Academy Anniversary. I'm really intrigued by this, because usually it's Astra Academy, where content creators can create videos based on the parameters and have a chance of winning prizes, and also helping out newer navigators that have just joined the game. So this Academy Anniversary has me thinking maybe they'll show recognition to all the great content creators that have picked up this game and started covering it. So really excited for that. Have they mentioned at all what type of unit Barton is going to be? Like free or not? Oh, Barton Alter? Oh, I have no idea. The only Vice Alter has been the only one they confirmed as a free unit after completing episode 12. I don't think they've given information on how to obtain Barton Alter. I would assume you have to summon for him of the sort, because I can't see them just releasing Reinhardt on her own. Plus you have Bethlehem, who's also coming back, right? And they haven't revealed how to obtain her from her rerun. But having 3 separate units to summon for, it's quite a lot for an anniversary. Especially for their first. It's usually 2 units, right? We already know Bethlehem's gonna, not Bethlehem, we already know Reinhardt's gonna be one of them. So it's up to them, I guess. I wonder what event we are going to get. Just can't just be main story, right? I'm not sure. I would hope some sort of mini game or some sort of innovation, something like that. Vice will be free. No info on what kind of unit Vice Alter is, right? No type of unit. So people are speculating that since Vice, the free Vice is Water Thunder, Vice Alter will be the inverse, where her primary element is Thunder and her secondary is Water. That's a neat thought. But they could just, do a random element of the sort. 100 freebies. Yep. That new Vice looks awesome. I'm excited for her too. New minigame, pinball, watch. All right. Let's segue into the 100 free recruitments post. As part of our anniversary, we prepared a special event. Receive up to 100 free recruitments during the event period, June 2nd to June 23rd. June 23rd is already past June 17th, which was the launch of the game. So this has me thinking, is the first anniversary coming on June 2nd instead of the week after? Because they're releasing a lot of information right now, and the anniversary, yes, is in 3 weeks, but I was assuming that they would release like a countdown campaign at least, but I'm not sure. And even right here it says happy #AS 1 year. But what do you guys think? Is the anniversary coming early, or do you think it's a couple weeks? It's still pushed a couple weeks back. The anniversary is probably entering the pre-phase on the 2nd. That's your guess? Okay. Yeah, I hope so too. It's a little too early, especially when we're trying to save all of our loot member and resources to get these characters. But yeah, 100 free recruitments. Now, I've read somewhere that this comes with a caveat. This is not just a free 30k loot member that you can use on anything, right? And it's also speculated that you won't get all 100 on the first day you log in, because it says receive up to, right? So you're gonna have to do something to get all 100 of these free recruitments. Now the thing is like, how do you get these recruitments? And then after that is, where can you spend these recruitments? You're praying for standard flares. Up to standard flares. Now, honestly, that wouldn't be too bad. It's probably daily. They could also do half, like 50 from daily logins and then 50 from special missions. I think that's a healthy medium. That way you don't have to wait all the way till the 23rd to finish summoning. Used to play Dragon Ball Legends with that in mind. They'll probably be based on logins. I'll get all 100. Star Flares are a W. Yeah, definitely. Star Flares are useful in their own right with triple R's and the special targeted recruitments that they've been doing recently. It's very valuable. If it is only Star Flares, 100% of that is going towards Paloma. I still need that BT3, and there's not much else that could happen that I can benefit from it. Other than pulling an off rate Yao, Amamori, and Lenore. But for newer players, this is great because the 2 5-stars that are accompanying her are Barton and Maggie. 2 cross converters on the same banner. Like, you literally can't lose on that banner, besides the no pity on your 5-star or getting 2 off rates. But literally all that whole banner is valuable. Paloma's great as a sniper for Forest, and you already know how good cross converters are at MBT. With Barton Alter, it kind of hints at future 6-star Isfan and Schwartz. Why do you say that, Robert? Yes, Barton is the only general out of the 6-star, is the only general out of the 4 that is not a 6-star. Hero's a 6-star. Wrath is a 6-star. Sharona is a 6-star. And obviously Reinhardt is a 6-star. She's the boss of everybody. So that makes sense, but I guess what you're trying to say is because Isvan is the leader of Umberton, or Shadow Lord technically of Umberton, and Schwartz is the Duke of Lumopolis, they should have 6-star variants as well. We don't really need a variant for Bethlehem because she's already a 6-star and she's the Queen of Northland. Same with Victoria, she's the leader of True Order. And then Radizel, Wrench, we have 3 of them basically, unless you want a Roy Alter, because he used to be co-leader with Azur for RW, so that could be a possibility as well. Those 2 are leaders of their faction and are 5-stars. It's fun as well. Gotcha. Hopefully you can just save them. Yeah, hopefully. Having the choice of which banner you want to spend these free 100 recruitments on is definitely better than no choice, right? But I wouldn't be too mad if it's Star Flares, you know, because like I said, Paloma's coming up, and there are a ton of 6-stars that I don't have MBT or have preemptive for. So I think it's an all-around win if it is Star Flares. I mean, obviously me as a whale, I would definitely love it if it's just special Star Flares. Or not special Star Flares, if it's just 30k Loom Ember. And I can dump it all on Reinhardt, get that BT3 or whatever her breakthroughs are if it's OP. Some have Zoe hosted that the housing system might include a guild system. Have speculated that the housing system might include a guild system. I hope it does. Yeah, guild systems are definitely great for building communities and just to have some sort of connection with all of your friends online, right? Not just a bag of support units you can use if you're having trouble with a stage. But with guilds come guild raids and the sort. So it's like a double-edged sword, you know? More connections, more sense of a community with guilds, but also more receptive to kicking people out if they're inactive and such, if they're not participating in guild raids, guild wars, guild buffs, guild stuff, just like what Felix is saying right now. Yeah, that'd be great. Guild buffs, oh, that would be cool. Like you get a certain buff if you use one of your clan mates as a support unit. They're great only when the game also has some sort of system alongside it. Have they mentioned if Vice Alter will come with all her breakthroughs? Oh yeah, that is something to question. I would assume so, because her base model is a free, right? They can't just release a free unit without her breakthroughs. They've never done that before. Even in their even with their welfare units, they always come with their soul ambers in the shop for you to get, right? And it's up to you to grab all of them before the shop leaves. Same thing with Vice. There are certain plot quests, I think, if I remember correctly, that award you Vice's soul ambers so you can get her MBT. I think the 100 free recruitments could be a specific banner, and worst case, it could have lower rates. Oof, yeah, that is something to consider. Probably in future chapters if we don't get them all right away for the Vice breakthroughs. Right. Because it did take a while for you to get all of the soul ambers for the regular Vice. Right? If you started like launch and stuff. So to piggyback off of what Zero said about specific banners and worst case could have lower rates, would it have every unit available up to this point, including Giles and Lenore? And would they have an increased pity mount? So instead of getting a guaranteed, no, I don't think they would do that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't increase it from 100% from where it is now. Maybe lower pity, but you're allowed to choose who your guaranteed 6-star unit is after losing 2 off rates. The 100 banner could also just be a banner that has every unit in the game to a certain point. Also some grindable skins, welfare units maybe. That'd be awesome. That would be an awesome solution to the current absence of event reruns and certain welfare units that are tied to those events aren't coming back unless they do something about it. A lot of them are notable, like Lola and in May. Yeah, if it's up to a certain point, I would say I don't want to cut it off at the half anniversary because I think that's too early. How about right before Scarlet Amulet of Fate? So before Yao and Amamori, before Rin and Kayano. Before that would be Maiden in the Ruins. And then that would allow newer players to grab Florine, who's the only double chainer for Thunder. I would think that would be a good stopping point. Could be more, could be more, could be less. That's my guess though. Allura is great. Rouge is pretty good too. Pittman, yep. Great unit to pair with Tessa, get those stacks going. Rouge is good too. Basically a budget version of Senza. Allura is great too. I can't remember if somebody said that she out DPS's Vice. But yeah. Cleanses all the tiles within her active skill, and the center that you place your active skill has true damage. It's good. Okay. All right, I think that's enough talk about the 100 free recruitments. Pretty excited. Hopefully it turns out good. Moving on. Bingo Bonanza. Starting today, actually. So, and it's going on until June 17th, which is the launch of the game. Big thank you to all navigators. We're now kickstarting our anniversary celebrations. It's time to join in on the fun. Complete the missions on the bingo card to receive various rewards. All right, let's take a look at it here. Let's challenge the bingo missions together. There are 8 missions to clear in total. Complete the lines to get in-game rewards. And honestly, all you gotta do is just play tic-tac-toe with this. If you get 3 in a row, you'll get all those rewards, basically. Clearing one line gets you Colossus materials, heartstones, a CG wallpaper. Whoa! Look at that, guys. The first free CG wallpaper. They've released 2 so far, but you can only get those from the last 2 battle passes. Interesting. It's probably some, you know what? It's probably going to be, that CG wallpaper is going to probably be similar to like a celebration, 1-year celebration type of thing. Yeah, Colossus materials. Colossus patch to upgrade your... Hey man, you gotta think about the new navigators, all right? Y'all remember? I mean, you remember? This is a pain. This is a pain to grind, okay? When you're trying to upgrade your Colossus to max, all right? Especially 814, because you need to do that so you can get your max level bridge, all right? Don't hate. I mean, we're also getting 5-star flares, so I mean, if that's worth anything. 2 days. There we have it. Oh man. Let's see. What do we have to do here? We have to reach 10K. We have to reach over 10K views on the anniversary video whenever that launches. And then everyone has to use their favorite Aurorian avatars on their profile. I don't understand what they mean by everyone, because that's feasibly impossible to count every player on every server has a picture of an Aurorian as their avatar. I'm assuming in-game, obviously not on Twitter. But yeah, I wonder if the home system will require Colossus materials to upgrade stuff. Probably. Because it's labeled as a new system, and Simulation Disc was also labeled as a new system, and that required Colossus materials to upgrade to the max. Pretty sure, right? You had to use Colossus materials to max that out. But anyway, they have to reach 500 hashtag AS1year posts. I'll show you right now. I think I'm going to do that right now. Hashtag AS1year. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, if you haven't already. Then we have the anniversary posts reaches 5,000 retweets / shares. That should be that shouldn't be too hard, to be honest. The JP player base should carry us. Grand Marshal's Gala reaches 50 submissions. Now, I don't know what this technically is. Grand Marshal's Gala? Some sort of event? that requires people to post stuff about. Then we have Reinhardt is pleased at her own memes from the Meme Marshall event. Okay. So I'm assuming just send random memes about Reinhardt. And finally, we have Cloud Garden event, which is the new home system. It's called Cloud Garden. Event submission surpasses 1,000 submissions globally. So I'm assuming it's like what they did with Scarlet Amulet of Fate, where you took a picture of your screen with whoever is in the garden, and then send it to get that as well. So yeah, CG wallpaper, 5 regular star flares, and an anniversary furniture, which looks like a giant birthday cake. Very very suitable. Moving on. We have a bigger picture. Not a bigger picture, it's a full image of the initial teaser over here. Now, I made a joke about them excluding Hero because they had Reinhardt, Barton, Sharona, and Raph down here in the television box. So I was like, where's Hero? But she's right here waiting. She's right here on the big screen, along with Phyllishy as well. Definitely seems to be an Illumina focused celebration. And then again, June 2nd to June 23rd. The fact that other events have regular star flares listed makes me think that the 100 recruitments will be its own separate item earned during anniversary and its own banner. Right. So what you're saying is, if it was 100 star flares, regular star flares, right? Why wouldn't they have just said it outright? They made it very vague and said free recruitments. So it must be something special. Honestly, I can see that happening. But wouldn't that just be the mainstay banner at this point? If it's literally just everybody. It's literally just everybody that you can obtain in the game, excluding exclusive units and collab units, right? That would just be the mainstay banner. So why have another version of the mainstay banner unless it's different? Now you might say, yeah, it could have a different rate. What you said earlier was a lower rate. And I was like, I don't think that would be a good decision by Tordog to have it at a lower rate. I think it should be a higher rate. Higher rate for 6 stars. Or they could have a selector mechanic within the banner. So select the 6 star you want when you get a 6 star. Or selecting your guaranteed 6 star, your guaranteed featured 6 star after losing 2 off rates. Yeah, to the first one. Okay. Let's look at the other image that was packaged together with it. Look at this art. This is the most realistic we have ever seen Forsaken, bro. Look at that. I'm gonna open up a new image and zoom in on that. Look at that. That is crazy. That is crazy high quality. And then obviously front and center, we have Vice Alta with Carlene. Forsaken is very pretty. Very pretty. Did we ever see that Carlene? Oh, like a hyper realistic Carlene? Or what do you mean by that, Felix? She looks great too, nonetheless. And you also have Reinhardt here. Crazy good visuals. If Ginger was here, she would be gushing over this. Any chance we get an alter Carlene? I don't know about that. If it was anything like Arknights, I don't think 6 stars are gonna get alter units. Honestly, I think it would be kind of weird because they can't go any higher than 6 stars, right? Unless they add a new rarity, which God forbid they do that. I think they're just gonna stick to 5 stars and below getting alter units. But yeah, look at Vice. She has a crossbow. And then a side boob and different. Got a side ponytail going on. Or that might be from the back, to be honest. But yeah, looks great. Looks great. 1 free altar, 1 paid. Also, one thing that might be what they do is that Vice is not a new unit, but a side grade you can toggle. Similar to Honkai Cube thingy. Okay, I'm not familiar with the Honkai Cube thingy, but I think I understand what you're saying. Would it be toggleable in game or toggleable before you enter the stage where you have to select Vice Alter over regular? I don't have an issue with alters as long as it's not too many back to back. I don't think they'll do that. I mean, right now they're releasing 2 simultaneously. So moving forward, it might just be 1. Basically, it's an upgrade, but you toggle Vice in the alter mode. Okay. If it's like that. I see. So you can't have both Vice in the same team. Okay. You know, that is a possibility, but others might just want an entirely new unit for collection purposes. So you can see both Vice and Vice Alter side by side, just for like a collection sake when you're scrolling through your Aurorian box and see, yeah, I got this unit. Or something like that. But speaking of Vice Alter, or not Vice Alter, new outfits. I think this went under the radar. Didn't really see too many thumbnails with this character. It does solve the problem with limit breaking. Bethel, who is caught in a creative bottleneck, dresses up and wanders the streets for ideas. Why dress up? Perhaps she doesn't want people to know that the prestigious guild manager has such a girlish hobby in private. This is a skin. This is a skin. As you can see, new outfit, best-selling author. I didn't even realize it's a different skin. Yeah, right? It's like so minor in the changes. Like, so if we look at clones field and find Bethel, right? No, those aren't Eclipse Eyes, those are Frankel's. So if you look at her A3, right? Open image in a new tab. Right? So we have this, then we have this, right? So I need to compare them side by side, to be honest. Well, we can do that. It's almost the exact same pose, if you think about it. This is her outfit on the left, and this is her A3 art on the right. Look at that. I'm having difficulties noticing the differences between the new skin and the Bethel's current outfit. Granted, I don't have her on my main account. I have her on an alt. Okay. I recently just got her, so I'm kind of excited. Franco looks thick. Really? The right one looks thicker than the new one, but okay. I mean, that's on you. If it's the pose is very similar, if not the same. Her pose, I mean. Franco spent too much time in America. I mean, she has like... Franco's look like they're carrying chandeliers. I don't know what that has to do with America, but okay. New skin is nice. Get your Chad on right, Freedom version on the left. It's more like a Neo color skin. Is she really good? I wouldn't say she's a must, but she is pretty good. I think Nerfa did a damage testing when he was reviewing Azure, and she came out to be the fourth top DBS unit for 6ers. Detonators, at least. You mean OG Franco looks buff, but the new one looks fat. Personally, I would say the new ones look more cuddly and friendly versus the ones on the right. But yeah. But yeah. Bethel's getting a new skin. Is this the first one where someone's blushing too? That's neat. That's neat. You recently got Bethel as well when I was rolling for my copy of Azure. They make a nice team, honestly. Yeah. I even talked about it in my video for Azure, like with pairings and stuff. It's really funny having two summoner type detonators that spawn stuff constantly on the field, and the enemies have like no way of countering it besides walking over. All right, down to the main event. We have Reinhardt, the Grand Marshal of Illumina. Age unknown, but you best believe she is of age. Favorites: exercising and risotto. Dislikes lazy people who slack off, deserters, and being hungry. She's also not as pale either, more human looking. Yeah. Bethel is a water unit, yes. Bethel is a water unit. Also walking over Azur's thingy doesn't really counter it. Right. But the Frankles disappear if they do. You've wanted Reinhardt since you first saw her. She was cool AF. I agree. Very, very unique design, right? It says right here, wears a pair of combat boots, a cape with a plush collar, and a pair of knee guards. Like, she is war-torn and ready for battle. She used to be classmates with Wrath. She recognized Sharon's abilities. She fought alongside Barton, which is probably why Barton's getting a 6-star altered version. Promoted hero, and several years above Reinhardt in the same school. Predictions: fire or lightning seems reasonable. I am thinking she will be thunder fire. Now again, it is contrary to the majority who say fire thunder, or people who are trolling and just say, oh, she's just going to be outright water forest. It's like, no. The reason I say thunder fire over fire thunder, though, is because we just got Giles, right? And he's great. Probably the best fire sniper in the game right now. Now, the reason I want thunder fire is because the last thunder unit that was a sniper that they released was Luke, right? And that was before the half anniversary. You know, before they started making Force their first love child and kept buffing them and buffing them and buffing them. I feel like Thunder is lacking in the Thunder sniper department. And like I said, Fire just got a good sniper. Now, if it's Fire Thunder, I would hope it would be similar to Azure or Hero, where you can select tiles, where some sort of selectable tile is a function in her kit, because that is what Fire is lacking. Again, Water has Bethlehem and Azure. Thunder has Iridan, if you're lucky enough to get her at MBT. Forest has Savon. Fire has nothing in terms of high rarity. I know you're going to call me out on Tiny One, but it's one single prism tile, okay? You're not going to get far with 3 tiles. Lightning focused also. I don't want her to be a thunder sniper, as I don't really like sniper chain combos. Now see, Azure was different, right? When she was first released, or first revealed to us, she had a giant sniper. So it's like, oh, water sniper. Tool Dog pulled joke's on you, she's a detonator. So this could be the same scenario. She's wielding a melee weapon, but she could very well be a sniper. Right, detonators are the best. But you know, it's not fun when one class is the best all around for DPS. Right, I've been an advocate for detonators excelling against multi-tile targets, because that's what they're good for, because they hit multiple tiles with their chain combos and their active skills. Snipers should excel as single tiles, but it doesn't seem to work that way. It seems detonators still overpower them, except Azure, because and not except, especially with Azer. She's a detonator, and her active skill outperforms single tile, outperforms snipers, and she's a detonator. So, I mean, kudos to her, right? That makes her even more valuable. But I feel like they're just leaving snipers in the dust at this point. Besides Giles, right? But that comes with a caveat too, with the sanity system. You have to be comfortable with it. You have to be able to play around it. Maps have multiple tiles, so clearly detonators win, right? And it's also up to them to choose whichever, whatever monsters you face. Eve has one of the best single tile skills, lol. Right. Yeah, she does. Even just right there, that proves my point. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the rest of your comment. I like big, thick AoE damage unless her skills are like a detonator. Despite being sniper, that would be okay. Right. Let's have a look at her A3, her A0 and A3 art. You can see at the bottom right, somebody commented, "It's Vera! It's Vera from BGR." Yeah, great voice actor. Great voice actor. Armin from Attack on Titan, Momo from My Hero Academia, and obviously Vera from PGR. Sorry, I had to step out for a minute. Vera, that's right. That is right, sir. Voiced by another legend, back to back with Giles. So we have Vera in PGR, and we have we have Vera from PGR in Alchemy Stars, and Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan in Alchemy Stars. It's crazy. Now, if we take a closer look, right? You can see right here, on the bottom left and the bottom right of her, we have not silhouettes, we have portraits. On the right, that's clearly Reinhardt, right? But on the left, we have another character. Now, I'm thinking this is Denyer. Before she became Forsaken. But what do y'all think? Forsaken likely? Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, very neat A3 art. Ever since what was it, Ruby? Ever since Ruby, they haven't really been zooming in on the appreciated aspects, but it doesn't really matter to me. But let's look at her A3 art though. This is crazy looking. This is insane. Literally, when I woke up and saw this, I'm like, oh my god. Tordog is going actually insane. Who drew this, right? Yeah, I mean, their enmity for being Forsaken really created quite a mess. Barton's glow up is the best male A3 art in the game. No cap, it's epic. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. Where she has a giant mechanical dragon. I'm not even sure what to call this thing. And she's just creating a massive crater with lava erupting and wiping out a whole army of eclipse sites. This is crazy. This is actually insane. And again, she's wielding a halberd or spear or a version of a spear, so that's even cooler. Like her weapon type is unique. It's not like a bow, it's not like a gun, it's different. And again, you can see in the same A3 art, they keep the bottom left and bottom right portraits available. Can you imagine that art going with Sniper though? All that area damage, absolutely annihilating waves of Eclipse that scream detonator to me, Copium. Yeah, you very well be right. If she is a detonator, she will be the first 6-star detonator for fire, right? Because if we look at the database and we sort by fire detonator, look at the 6-star detonators. All of them are male. But Reinhardt would break that mold if she is a detonator. And when it comes to, and now that I think about it, anniversaries are supposed to bring in a lot of people with a brand new shiny unit that is basically the best in the game, right? A must summon, basically. And I don't think, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Sniper would fit that role. I think people would rather want to see a detonator. I have all the 6-star fire detonators. I hope she's lightning. Really? I mean, if we look at lightning detonators, right? We have Michael, we have Revi, we have Requiem, we have Eve. Out of the summonable ones, which is basically these three, I really enjoy Michael and Revi. But Revi came out in a Doomstrike Fire event, which was like like the third or fourth event in the game. So it's been a while. And then Requiem's basically a free unit from the old seal, so just requires time commitment. But yeah, Thunder Detonator wouldn't be too bad as well. Converters are meta. Look, I don't think a converter is going to solely carry this anniversary though, even if it is Reinhardt. If it's somebody like Azure or Hero, yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Definitely. But yeah, Fire Detonator, Thunder Detonator with some converting select tile capabilities, I'd be down for that. It also looks like she has horns emitting from her head. Like, it's not directly connected from her head, but it's like she's like summoning it along with a tail. Unless the tail is connected to this giant mechanized dragon. All the fire detonators are great, while the thunder detonators are not as great generally, with Michael being the exception. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Just depends on the enemy you're fighting, because Revi can definitely excel in certain situations. But generally, Sinza and Caron and Graham, those are definitely definitely more used often in general cases, at least with Sinza. Requiem over Frostfire. Oh yeah. I don't think anybody is disagreeing with that. Requiem over Frostfire. That's not a hot take at all. she used that form in the latest story. Oh, she did? Really? I mean, I remember them just showing a picture of, you know, her with Helios and Forsaken on the right from the, you know, that initial teaser and basically the cover of the special episode when you log into the game. But I didn't know it was this specific attack. I thought it was like some plot armor type thing. But if this was the move, then that's awesome. I guess when you discuss this detonator specifically, maybe it's accurate. Yeah. Moving on. We have Vice Alter. And her A3 art as well. This came out of nowhere. I mean, obviously, people were speculating who the silhouetted characters were, and people noticed that the person on the right was holding a crossbow, and it's like, who else uses a bow and arrow? It was Vice, and it happened to be Vice, right? Wait a minute, I just noticed something. She has a saddle on her tail. Are we supposed to ride that? Hot take, I want Vice more than Reinhardt. Ooh. I mean, personally, it shouldn't really matter because she's free, right? All you gotta do is just beat episode 12, which might be really difficult, not gonna lie, because interlude, we're already getting A3 levels of recommended teams. So, you know, 12, 14, or whatever the last stage is in episode 12 might be really hard, as we've seen in 10-14 with the whole curse mechanic. And having to get Aurora time so you can reset the curse and such. That was annoying. That was annoying to beat. But this is great. This is out of nowhere for me personally. Because I was looking at the comments. I'm like, Vice. It's Vice. It's like, well, the only way they could do that is like a Vice Alter, right? And lo and behold, this is where it is. She has tons of lightning, right? Or hovering around her, with the water being under her. So this plays even more into the speculated element that she'll be primarily thunder, with a secondary being water. Just the reverse of what her normal variant is. So that would be really cool. And to be more specific, her Vice Alter is called Vice Keen Sight. And you can definitely tell with the glowing, or the flaming left eye, right? You can actually see part of her eye right behind it. It's not like completely engulfed in flames, but you can definitely see it. Now, if we want to compare her to her regular outfit, I'm only missing Revy out of the fire and thunder detonators. So yeah, if we look at these two versions of her side by side. Right? Completely different. She's using a regular bow and arrow, crossbow. We have no idea what her role is going to be. Johnny. What's up, Muslim? Welcome to the stream. We're having a good Thursday. I mean, yeah, like, look at that. Like, no sign of thunder anywhere in her regular A3 art. All water. I mean, with the grass behind her, you could technically say her secondary could have been forest, but yeah, puddles of water. But then over here, there's literally remnants of ocean under her, but with giant electric spheres up hovering around her with lightning coursing through each of them. So I'm thinking thunder water instead of water thunder, how her regular A3 is. It would make no sense to change element for Barton though. Oh, well, I mean, we'll get there, but yeah. But looking at her, Advice Alters A3 art, right? This is nice too, because you can actually see her shooting her gun, or the crossbow, and it's one-handed, obviously. It's really nice. And just from her shooting her weapon, you know, with the lightning coursing through, I really do believe it's going to be thunder water. Because again, all the thunder above over the water that's below. No one talk about how Illumina uniform looks very nice. Oh yeah, it's spectacular. Like if we look from looking at her regular A3, I would you could very well mistake Vice for being Lumopolis, right? But with Vice Alter, you definitely know that she's from Illumina, just by the uniform alone. Vice probably got a promotion. Yeah. I like how they're being cheeky about asking us, what could have happened to Vice? Why does she look like this? And I'm like, I don't know, Torlog, you tell us. Or basically just tell us to find out in the story, which something happens in episode 12, because that's when you obtain her. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, let's move on to... Oh, forgot I had this. Her hair color was lightened as a burning glow gushing from her left eye. Her body is much tougher than before. She went from wearing white to a black tight cape. She now uses a calcite style speed bow instead of the long bow she used to have. Her perception has become more acute. She feels energy coursing through her. Interesting. But yeah, on to the main, not the main course, but like another hype factor around the anniversary. Barton Alter, or Barton Deft Blades. Now this is crazy. This is crazy. As you can see, he is still dual wielding his blades, right? Well, no. his A3, he had a submachine gun in one hand and a blade in the other. But he said he threw away the SMG and just went full dual wield mode. Like you see, you can one blade in each arm, and he has like a panther as his pet instead of the regular wolves in his one outfit. What do you think Tordog is going to give? Blue or yellow summons? I think yellow. Yeah, me too. I think yellow as well. It could also be a special type of banner. Specifically for those 100 free summons. Because right now, with My Hero Ultra Impact having their first anniversary for the JP release, they're giving out 100 free summons. But it's for a specific banner, and you can't use those summons anywhere else. So I think it's going to be a special anniversary banner that you can only use those 100 free recruitments on. Kind of wish her title was different though. Reminds me of Cruz from the Keen Glint, who is also an altar with a new crossbow and short blonde hair. Yeah, Cruz from Arknights. Yeah, this is nice. Very nice. He's shirtless, if y'all are a fan of that. He still has his coat, but you know, it's just lowered down to reveal everything else. He looks dope as hell, bro. Like, honestly, this is crazy. Kokodayo. Good. And now here's his A3 art, right? Bro, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say from this. Like what? So his dual wielding can become just one, can become like a giant staff, basically, with blades at the end. It's like how Darth Maul, you know, he had two. Well, I'm not sure if he ever had two lightsabers, but when he pulled up and showed that both ends exert a lightsaber, that was dope. And this reminds me of that. And honestly, I don't remember Barton ever having a tail, but I guess he did. I guess he always did. See, with Vice, her altered form, besides the clothing change, it was just her left eye that you know something was up with her. But with Barton, it's a whole different thing, right? Like, look at all the crystals. Even forming on his tail, his arm, his hands, his jawline, his shoulders. Like, this is clearly an altar. So Anniversary is great, but nothing revealed or discussed regarding game mode, fixes, CC updates, secret territory. I don't know. Right. I tried to split up the news that we've gotten so far into actual content, summons, and new characters. That's basically what we've gotten so far. And in terms of content, it's really just been episode 11 and episode 12, you know, new story, new updates to the story, plus the bingo mission. That's what we've seen so far, you know. And the anniversary is still 3 weeks away, right? Well, this is the last week in May, so technically 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. So we can definitely get more information about this anniversary. And again, this is stuff, well, at least the 100 free recruitments is starting on June 2nd. So I hope it's a countdown to the actual anniversary. so we can get more information. Robert, I was reading the A1 manga a few days ago, and it's more interesting than I imagined. I'm liking it. I basically fully auto the secret territory and blitz through CC, right? Get your glistening diamond and get out, basically. I do hope there are changes to secret territory and CC, and basically like the weekly structure of what to do in the game. A more reliable source to get Loom Amber as well. That would be greatly appreciated. Because we already have a reliable source of Star Flares, you know, it's secret territory. You get 2 every week. That's not bad. Or at least I would say I would have said that before they made the change from triple R banners happening every 2 weeks to happening every week. They might need to update that. Just they might, because from the way the schedule is going, right, they're just moving through all the events that have been previously released, and in between they release standard units. Now again, that could take a while, especially if you miss one of those event units that you missed the first time. It's going to take a whole lot of time to circle back around. So they need to either amp up the amount of star flares, like regular star flares you get, you know, obviously after completing Elysium and Spire and exhausting all your resources. They might need to up that chance, or start releasing more than just one triple R banner at a time. I generally hope that the home system lets us use our existing furniture, since we have so much of it and so little space on Sora's. That would be nice. That would be great. Finally have a reason to do some decoration. I haven't touched my decorating since I reached 10k mood, and that was around the time, what was it, the second event came, so Ocean Sovereign. Yeah, I'm glad there's no time limit. I haven't touched Elysium yet. You're glad there's no time. Okay, yeah, that's true endgame right there. I'm in. It's ridiculously hard for not much reward. Basically, it's just there to flex that, oh, you got this furniture from completing this hard mode. Good for you. But I wish there was a lot more summoning currency tied to it as well. Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough of Barton on this screen. Let's move on to the last post they made. Or sorry, nope, that's well, we can read this too. His hands are crystallized as a result of corrosion. He wields 2 great swords which can be combined into a double-bladed sword. That's so cool. That's so cool. Having had his potential activated, he wields 2 swords in his hands, which can be combined into a double-bladed sword when necessary. So he had his potential unlocked. He went to the Guru on planet Namek, had his head patted by him, and unlocked his full potential. And then later on, he went to the Elder Kai, and it was like, yo, train me. And this is the result. Sadly, they fixed the bug with the Deathless fight. Oh, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of the specifics of that, but I know there was something up with the Deathless fight in Elysium. Super Kami Guru. I wanted to be so accurate with the terminology of who the guru was, but the first thing I thought was Super Kami Guru from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Super Kami Guru. Potential 6 Barton. Ayo. Or you're talking about like Arknights with the potential system? like pots and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool. He is more modest than before, but only to a certain degree. Show me your fighting spirit. Let me teach you what a real battlefield is like. Commander Barton, there aren't any eclipse sites nearby. Please don't radiate such a strong fighting spirit. Y'all doing him dirty by making him the only 5-star. Hashtag justice for Barton. Oh, man. But any more news? Any more recent news? To be fair. Again, we'll probably get more. We'll get more news by tonight. There was a bug if you killed both Deathless in phase 1 and ended the turn on a certain set of tiles, it would only spawn one phase 2 Deathless each. Oh. So how a normal Deathless would spawn into 2 every time you kill one, it would have just spawned 2 instead of 4. Interesting. They retweeted concept art, I guess. Yeah, basically concept art of Helios's Eclipsite transformation and his altered 2x1, 1x2, or 2x1 form when you fight him in the last stage of the interlude. He has such a great design. This is the coolest looking Eclipsite ever. I'm not sure what these like little baby versions of him are, but that's cute, I guess, in a weird way. So yeah, it would go 2, 2, then 4. They fixed it so it's 2, 4, 8. Oh lordy. Wait, do you even have enough DPS to kill all those things? Do they still heal? Do they still heal like they do in Spire? If you kill one, it heals the rest, or does it not have that? Because that's insane if it has that too. But it looks like that is it. It looks like that's it. At least from the news side. What are you guys feeling? It's the most annoying boss in Alchemy Stars in my opinion. 1014 Schumer is bad too. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would say the reverse, honestly. 1014 is way harder than 814. Because 814, the secret is just to not die. It's just to not get hit, which is not hard at all, to be honest. You know, kite them. Make sure they're relatively close to each other. That way you can kill them both at once when you're doing a big burst turn. And then dodging the little ones is pretty easy because, yeah, I mean, there's 4 of them and they're always doing a cross shape to hit you. But literally just dodge and you're good. Don't bring a healer because you don't need it. Just bring DPS after DPS and a lot of converters. I mean, unless you're talking about Spire Deathless, yeah. Spire Deathless sucks because you have to try to kill them both at the same time, otherwise the rest of the enemies heal. And yeah, 814 was nerfed. Man, people crying sorry. My Alchemy Stars elitism was showing a bit, but 814 was nerfed, right? You hate the concept of that boss that dies and splits like some Hydra or something. I mean, yeah, but it was unique at the time. That was the most unique and hardest boss in the game. And then they hit you with and then they hit you with the same version, Inspire, except he heals every time you kill one. But they've made harder stages since then, and I believe 1014 was harder. Because again, you can't run a full mono team, otherwise you'll get cursed. And you can't do anything after you're cursed. So you had to bring a multicolored team, save as many, and be very strategic with your tiles that you use, because the only way to break the curse is to get Aurora time. So you can't just keep wasting tiles. H2? Oh man. Oh, H2. God, I hated that stage. God, I hated that stage. Feeling to play it? Okay. Well, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, if you thought 814 was hard, there's a lot more encounters waiting for you. You actually just took the 2 stars so you can get the bridge upgrade. Elysium is 2 spires, that was the ones. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about that until I have a whole max team of level 80 units. And there's no rush. There's no rush. You're level 83 on each element, so not really looking forward to the 90s. Yeah, me too. Not level 83, but I'm in between floors 80 and 90 right now. Max difficulty endgame is harder. My goal is to beat all 90 levels with 83 level 1 units. Well, sir, I wish you the best of luck. That is going to be an incredibly tough feat, but I do believe in you as a person who defeated H2 with no tile resetters. I don't have a single level 80 unit since I build a ton of units, though. I could be, but nah. Maybe when I run out of units, if I find interesting. Really. I went about it of like level 80ing all my favorite DPS units, or basically the meta ones in each element, and then 40ing the rest of the converters and sub DPS and support units I would use, just to make my team feel more well-rounded. Still working on Thunder, but I'm basically just saving all my resources so I'm ready for the anniversary. That's probably a good idea too, right? If you don't already have 30 of the blue tile ascension materials for every element, I would do that. And get 20 of the purple tier materials as well. Just so you're not surprised by any unit that might come. And farm a ton of Sublime and a ton of Nidium. If you plan on E10ing and A3ing and going past A3 as well for these units. I have 80, 40, and then a ton of 30 or 30 for Command Simulator. Your favorite units are level 69. Nice. Nice. I know some people do that in Arknights too. Just level 69ing everything, not even going past it. They don't care. They just like the number. They don't care about the meme. They just like they don't care about the stats. They care about the meme. But most, if not all, my built units are E10. Right. I guess we could like do like a pseudo account review here. My biggest hope for the anniversary is for the multi-bind system. Like, please allow for a multi-bind system. Allow us to delete our accounts that we made when we were re-rolling, and so we can set up multi-bind, and then we can get some viewer summons. Oh my god, I would absolutely love viewer summons on this game. My starter, Chen Alter, Rat Knight, Calcit, and others are level 6. Nice. So yeah, obviously hero. I wish you could sort units using E10, using equipment levels, but I'm pretty sure I have all these at E10. Yeah. Like, probably the only units I don't have E10 are like 4 tile converters, like Sariel. She's not E10, she's like E5. Savon, E1. I should probably work on that. Double chainers are E10. It's probably a priority right there. She's a 6-star, so that's why I got her to E10. Mythos is E10. Phylishai E10. Vice E10? Yep. Hydra E10. Barton E1. Probably should work on that. Fucking E1, yep. So yeah, that's basically the progress of my account. I want multi-select when making teams, since the character selection is so slow on an emulator in my experience. Yeah. That would definitely be a much appreciated quality of life update. Everyone who gets A3 gets E10. 3 stars who get max level get E10. That's a simple system. Yeah, that works. All right, finish some dispatch missions. See, level 21, that 9 and a 10 disc. I'm gonna work on those later, but yeah. You use the DMM launcher? No, I don't. Well, actually, you can probably tell because of the little bar thing at the bottom for iPhones. But no, I don't have a PC, so DMM launcher is automatically out of my scope. But yeah, what are you guys most excited for the anniversary from what they've shown off so far? So, what affinity items should I get this week? Also, me forgetting Reinhardt is and Vice Alter are coming despite already farming Sublime for them. True. Yeah, I started choosing the Illumina Federation affinity materials and hoarding them. Like, I don't have much right now. Oh, let me grab this. Oh, you got a star flare. Nice. He's such a gotcha addict. Nah. You don't need him. You don't need him. Boring answer, but I'm most excited for Reinhardt since I just love her design and character. Oh, let me see how much affinity do I have for these characters? 15. Lordy. Yeah, definitely have to grab more after I finish Secret Territory this week. I somehow have a 90k loom sublime. I'll probably farm more. I have like 11k. So yeah, we have the new story, new home system, Reinhardt, Vice, and Barton alter, Bingo, Bonanza, Muse, Dastra, and Academy Anniversary. You know what? They're probably going to release information about these two tonight. Or release these over the next 2 days. But yeah, so far, the 100 summons, the 100 free summons, Bingo, Bonanza, the 3 new characters. 3 new characters, Bethel's outfit. Don't want to forget about her. Bethel's outfit. I farm 3 times a day. I never cap. I think I farmed just 2 times. Like 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. I wish that Secret Territory was a bit shorter. Nice concept, but feels like it's burning my Alchemy Stars candle a little too quickly with the repetition. What is the what is the Academy thing? I heard that was something for content creators, possibly. That's what I think so too. Since Astra Academy is usually for video submissions, promoting Alchemy Stars, or following a certain criteria. Like the last one was like Freedom, or using the 2-star Tordog unit. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much. I couldn't have won. I couldn't have won it without you guys. I won the freeform competition for my what was it? It was the Arya Buy Her Now video. But let me bring that up. Don't want to dox. Don't want to dox. Don't want to dox. No dox. No dox. No dox. No dox. But yeah, it was this video. It was this video right here. Buy Her Now. I was pretty proud of myself because this was the first time I started using a different thumbnail layout, and I think it really paid off. Where I opted more for bigger unit right in your face, and a few 2 to 3 words summing up what the video is about. And I was really proud of this video. I did a bunch of new things when it came to outlining what the character does, using a black screen template instead, and summarizing what they do in short fonts. Not short font, in short sentences, versus just taking a screenshot of what they do on Clown's Field or whatever. Okay, Donnie. Yeah, it was a competition for a bunch of content creators, and I was lucky enough to score big on this video, and I owe all of my success to you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this one. Like, look, like, honestly, I'm honestly just flabbergasted by the view count on that. And it's for such a small channel like mine compared to others like Nerfa, Sino, and Adjin, I'm truly blessed to have you guys, because without you guys, I'm nothing. I'll have a follow-up video later after that, once the other prize comes in. I'll have a true thank you video. I'll have a true thank you letter to you guys and choosing to support me and my content. You are in the Discord. I sent something in our comment section a little while back. Lol, I don't really use Discord much, honestly. Well, I feel like Discord is nice for getting updates instead of using updates for like Twitch updates or YouTube updates instead of getting an email, because for anything like me, I use the same email for like anything, for like anything and everything, and it just gets cluttered. So just having like a quick notification update or beep is nice. I'm also glad you guys enjoyed this video too. This is nice. I was super proud of this video. Like that whole intro segment, like, let me you're in a Brazilian Discord server, but never really interact with them. I do hop on for Alchemy Stars section since the feedback is usually interesting. I don't even go in the Alchemy Stars official Discord. Oh, true. I only use it for their feedback section, commenting and not commenting, upvoting what I like, what change I would like in the game, and that's about it. But I was super proud of this video. Not sure if you guys seen it already, but this is so funny. Or this I've really taken a liking to making intros for my videos. What's going on? That's so good. No, unfortunately, I'm not using Premiere Pro. I'm using a tool called Descript. It's a very entry-level video editing software. It's primarily used for fixing your audio and cutting up your footage. The ideal video editing software is Premiere Pro, which you just mentioned. And I'm going to be switching to that format pretty soon. I want to start investing and leveling up my content, especially for the anniversary that's coming up. Your wife has a graphic design degree? Oh, nice. No. I mean, Cordy's good for stunning, but that's about it. I just put that little intro together because she was the only 5-star I didn't have at the time. But I got her after I got MBT Klecken, and then I grabbed her. So, yeah. But the message behind this was just to thank you guys for choosing me, a random dude on the internet covering a gacha game. I'm truly lucky to have y'all. If you want to discuss any stuff for design work, let me know. All right, yeah. You have a fair amount of experience with Premiere Pro. Okay, yeah. I'll definitely hit you up once I switch over software and start learning how to use that instead. Like, I understand how to use a timeline and such, but yeah. You need to bounce ideas. Yeah, great. Great. See, this is why you're my mod, you know? You know, I just realized you're my mod in Discord, but not a mod on my live streams. I need to make that change. You'll see a blue tag by your name next stream. I promise. But yeah. Erica is a tile resetter. She has her utility. Yeah. When you're fighting that one boss with the locking tiles, every time he hits you, yeah, definitely that. Sure, man. Right on. Yeah. I guess I do need one of those for Thunder. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think she's a good unit to invest into. I think she's pretty safe because among Deathless, locked tiles is pretty annoying as well. Yeah. In my team formations, I had a whole team for H2 right here, besides the H5. I'm not changing this. I'm not changing this either. Like, this is staple. I'm never changing this. But I replaced it with a fire XP team with Giles. This is really convoluted. Not, well, if you understand what unit does what. So, Kayano, if you didn't know, is a captain switching type unit. When you start the battle, she moves all the way down to the end of your lineup. So it's gonna look like this, how I'm pushing her all the way to the back. Then Chloe will use her active skill first. Then Kayano will use her active skill. Her active skill switches positions with the captain. So she'll go back to the front. Kai Booba. Hey. She's definitely more useful than just that asset of her. Okay. Okay. But back to what I was explaining. So she uses her active skill to switch places with the captain. She's back to the front again, but her equipment forces her to move back to the end of the line. So she's going to move back like this. And then what really does it for this team is when Giles kills the other two units that put the bubble around the boss, and then uses his active skill again to deal major damage to the boss. If the boss doesn't die, Cascuda will use her active skill, grab the boss, and teleport him closer to you. Close enough to where Eve will use her active skill and obliterate the rest of his health. And that's what I use for the fire Jasper farming. Every other stage I use a template, basically. Either Tessa or Brock for pulling, Schwartz for taking out all the ads at once, and then Lukoa and Lola for my boss damage. And if those two don't finish the boss off, Eve will do the rest. Yeah, it's very I have a whole video on how to farm Jaspers quickly. So I might make an updated video on this sort of team for farming specifically the Fire Jasper boss. Not Fire Jasper, the Force Jasper boss. Technically, you don't need Chloe or Kayano. You just need those three in the middle. Giles, Cascuda, and Eve. But I don't know. I just like to buff my units as much as possible. Fill up, use as many slots as you can. And I turn off animations anyway when I'm farming, so it doesn't take too long. But yeah. Should post some of these in the Discord. Lola hits like a truck. I think she legit isekais some close with her. Yeah, you should make an updated video as well. Okay. Yeah. I'll look into it. It was really a that team was really inspired by another video I saw just using those three that I mentioned before, Giles, Cascuda, and Eve, but I wanted to add more support for Giles. We need a dedicated 6-star buffer. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the support and go by rating, we have 4 support units for support. After Anna, you got a lot to cover. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy, bro. I'm gonna be busy. There's gonna be so much content. And not even like content. There's not even content introduced by the game itself. It's just like beginner stuff. I've leaned away from beginner level content since I know other channels have done that before. But I'm probably gonna have to dabble into that if I want to grow. I made a couple so far, like the 5-star, best 5-star to choose, right? From your 5-star selector box, if you were able to get that before it went away. Plus the Jasper farm, I need to update that. And then, yeah. No, I'm sorry, El. I think you'll get them. Especially since they're giving out a free 6-star, which I forgot to cover. They are giving out a free 6-star, but they haven't released that. Officially, but a news site said that they were.
Nobio or Gallus, who would you choose? Hmm. This is a good time to make content. I think you should make some of that lower stuff just to expand your reach. Lots of new players coming in. Right. This is a big opportunity to capitalize on with the anniversary, bringing in a lot of new folks, not a lot of new players who need that guidance, even when I feel like it's not needed. You know, people. I learned from MTash, right? He made very beginner level guides for Genshin, and that thing took off. And I was like, do people really need this stuff? And I was like, okay, sure. I mean, if y'all truly need it. You think it's a free 6-star? You think the free 6-star is Vice? That's a possibility. I would hope it's new. I would hope it's like a free selector, a free 6-star selector at least. But that might be too good to be true. Good old Genshin. First Eastern gacha fond memories. Oh no, I was well into the gacha market before Genshin, but Genshin was the one that blew up everywhere because of it was basically the reach. A gacha game on a console and PC without an emulator, like a native PC client. Yeah. And waifus out the wazoo. Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna blow up regardless. What do you think will be the next big thing aside from Genshin Impact? Probably, I don't know, Zenless Zone Zero. Probably another Hoyoverse game. Or maybe Arknights Enfield, who knows? Because Arknights was doing well before Genshin Impact dropped. That's when you saw a lot of big creators for Arknights leave. But yeah, we passed that 2-hour mark. Oh, right. Wuthering Waves, another open world action RPG that could very well surpass Genshin. Because it's made by the same. Is it made by the same devs or is it the same publisher? I think it's the same publisher, Kuro Games. Or it might be the developer. I'm not sure. But people who made PGR, same people who are making Wuthering Waves. And if it's an action open world RPG with the combat mechanic from PGR, oh my god, that's gonna blow. That's gonna blast off. Hoyoverse certainly has the money to make ZZZ and other good games. Right. Also, they're also making Honkai Star Rail, which I'm personally excited for because it's turn-based and I love turn-based games. There's also Aether Gazer, Project Snow, and another one I'm forgetting. True. They haven't announced their global releases for those games yet. Well, specifically Aether Gazer, but I would assume so. Aether Gazer is another game inspired by PGR. Basically the same combat mechanics, except there's like a combo meter, a combo counter plus ultimate, like not like ultimate pairings. Like you can have 2 units on your team and they have a synchronized ult that you can do. That's true too. PB for Wuthering Waves drops really soon, tomorrow. Or tonight, technically, because it's midnight. A lot of things to look forward to this year. That's for sure. I used to be interested in XCOM games, but XCOM type games, but I just kind of fell off. I get what you're saying, man. Don't worry, don't worry. But yeah, I wasn't in the best state to create a video covering what we just covered during the stream. That's why I opted in for a stream, so at least I'm giving you my opinion and thoughts on what's to come. And I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to listen and hang out with your boy. Good stream? Yeah, good stream. You have a good day, Zero. Finish Alchemy Stars farming for the day. Yep. Speaking of that, I need to get to farming right there. Almost capped on my prisms. But I do that off stream. And chat, that's gonna do it for today's stream. I want to thank everybody who took time out of their day to listen and talk about the anniversary and what our hopes and concerns are. And I hope Poor Dog knocks it out of the park. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.